Yo, you already know who it is. I'm the most important person in the government, Secretary of Treasury. So I'm kind of a big deal. Oh, and also, I started the first political party in the U.S., the Federalist Party, but you already knew that. Oh, and also, I'm the Alexander Hamilton, just in case you didn't know. So follow me. Yo, this is the Alexander Hamilton. Welcome to my crib. First, we're gonna take you to my office. This is where I put in the work. So these are just the Federalist Papers, you know, they're no big deal. I just made them with my homies, James Madison and John Jay. The Federalist Papers were a document created to promote ratification for the U.S. Constitution. The papers made it easier for colonists to understand what the Constitution would be saying and what it would do for the new nation. See, I'm pretty cool. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat. So let's move to the back of my house.
How does a ragtag volunteer army in need?
As you already know, I am the founder of the first political party in the U.S., the Federalist Party. George Washington, John Jay, and James Madison were also my fellow Federalists. It promoted ideals such as a strong central government to control commerce, taxation, declare wars, and to create peace treaties. I wanted economic growth to improve relations with Great Britain. This ended up working with a little something I made with my friend John Jay. Let me show you the next room.
Of a shower, somehow defeat a global superpower. How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire? Leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have.
Look how sick all of my rooms are. This one in particular relates to the Jade Treaty, but I'm not going to read that because I'm bored. So Camille, read this.
The Jay Treaty is Alexander Hamilton's very own work. He wrote it with his friend John Jay. It was full of his Federalist point of views, and it aimed to fix the remaining issues the United States had with Great Britain after the Treaty of Paris in 1972, which ended the Revolutionary War. The treaty withdrew, British Army unites. The Treaty of Paris did not stop. Granted, Americans limited rights to trade with British possession in India in exchange for limits to American exports of cotton, and disputes over wartime debts were compromised. This was one of the major attributions in diplomatic history. The treaty was strongly opposed by the Democratic Republicans, but it worked and created 10 years of peaceful relationships with Britain, which was a very Federalist idea.
Camille, give me the mic. Are Democratic Republicans even relevant anymore? I mean, look at this. No one uses the $2 bill anymore. Look, God. It's not even minted. Oh, look at that. That's me. Well, I gotta show you another room, so let's go.
Good weapon, an immigrant, you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman! I'm bringing this horse.
Oh. Look at how green this grass is. It kind of looks like all of the money I made when I was Secretary of Treasury for the new nation. Don't forget how I'm on this guy. But when the new nation was being formed, I came up with an excellent plan to come out of our $54 million debt, along with $25 million in debt from a few of the states. My plan started off with the government taking all states to start the recovery from debt. The next objective was to create a Bank of the United States, modeled after the Bank of England. A national bank would collect taxes, hold government funds, and make loans to the government and borrowers. My economic plan got the U.S. out of its horrendous debt and helped us to economically prosper. The new nation was economically stable because of me. Don't forget it.
Watch me engaging them, escaping them, and rating them out. I go to France for more fun. I come back with more guns and ships, and so they're.
Yo, thanks for letting me take you on this once-in-a-lifetime journey around Ma Maison. Remember how significant I am because I was the leader of the first political party and wrote a very important document, Promote Ratification for the U.S. Constitution. These papers were very significant for the creation of the U.S. because it got America to ratify the Constitution to help our nation to unify. I also got the nation out of our horrible war debt by creating an economic plan to create the U.S. Bank and tax the states to pay off all of the debt. And on top of this, I was the first Secretary of Treasury of the U.S. So you could say I'm a pretty big deal. Hamilton out.
And so their balance shifts.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need.
I know.
So he knows what to do in the trench, ingenuitive and fluent in French, I mean. So you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do in the bench?
Oh, look at that. America. I made this.